So, how old are you? 9. Do you know how old you are, Sebastian? 3. 8? 8. Can you picture what 90 years would do? We have a gentleman who said, Dave Rellis' father, David. Can I give him your age? '96. I want to tell you about this clock. This was on my father's dresser as long as I could remember. It's 90 years old. And it's still running. Has a little bit of arthritis, though. Sometimes when it stops, it just kind of goes, and there's a little thing in the back spin it so it gets going again. Like if the electricity goes off, you'll see this little thing that wiggles around. That lets me know it's working. See that little thing? And when it stops, I've got to do some work on it. So I carefully took it over so that I could share it. Now when I was doing counseling, I had a very nice office, and I would put this clock on a little table next to the person that I was talking with. And sometimes these people were sad. They might cry. Sometimes they were very happy. And then I would look at their face, and I'd look over at the face of the clock. No matter what that person is going through, the clock is very sad. That's a face. I'll tell you about another clock. Pardon me. The oldest clock that still works is in a town called Salisbury in England. It's 600 years old, and it still works. No face. It has lots of wheels, and then they have to just pull these weights up on top. And then it slowly drops down, and there's a little trigger, so that every hour it will just ring. And did you know that the word clock comes from the German word, the German language called Glocke, which means a bell. So when we talk about a clock, it's really a bell. It announces the time. So we have a little thing on my phone that will sound by the hour. It's a little bell that just goes off and reminds my wife here. And now we're out of the pay. And it gives us a chance to say, thank you for the gift. We thank you for it. Now you'll notice something happens in the little corner. Do you see how it's broken there? It didn't fall, but apparently, when I was moving from one church to the next and packed it together, I wasn't too careful, and the bottom part broke. But you know something? Sometimes things happen to us and they feel broken. You know? You just say, and that's okay, because the faith of our life doesn't matter. Like when Jesus suffered, and he appeared to the disciples, his wounds were still there. They were just, their meaning changed. So when you find something that might have hurt you or whatever, that's the meaning to discover. What does it mean? And no matter what you're looking at, it's time for different. Now, do you all know how to tell time with a face clock, or do you use digits? You can tell time? Can you tell what time that is? There you are. That's right. You know, it's different. Like, with nowadays, many children don't know how to tell time from the face clock. They just know in the digital clock, this or whatever. So, but I think faces are so nice. Like your faces here are just wonderful. And all of us happen to be alive right now. And there will come a time when we pass, like there was when you were born. Some nurse or somebody said, oh, there's the time, it's 10:25, the day you were born. Like I was born at 11:45 on October 3rd, 1942. Well, and so they had that, and then the time will come when we'll pass, and we'll no longer be able to tell time because we've gone to heaven. For everybody else, the clock is still turning, but for us, time is stopped. Like my dad and my mom both passed in July, next month, and they were married in July, 90 years ago. My daddy died 45 years ago, and my mommy died 62 years ago. So I'd like to spend time in heaven with them. And heaven's not so much up there. That's the old way of seeing the earth. It's heaven. Here. So when you think of maybe some relatives, grandparents that have passed, you can just know. Time has stopped for them, but their life continues present. So Lord, I just want to thank you for this time with the children and their parents and their daddies. I thank you because you love us. And you are outside of time, but you give us the gift of time so that we can measure it, but also just know that time passes through. Thank you. We ask you to bless each day and their day and their mind. Amen. Thank you for coming up here this morning. Thank you. And thanks to all of you, the older children listening in.